guys, it's Miss Angie again. I'm back this week with another story for you guys, and we're going to talk about how to solve problems. But first, and I forgot to do this last week, can you guys tell your moms and dads at home what the 3 things were that we needed to remember to be at school? Because remember when we talked about it at school, I told you needed to remember to do it at home also. So the 3 things were you needed to be safe, be kind, and be responsible, right? So I want you guys to remember to try to do those 3 things at home when you're home with mom and dad too, okay? And this week we're going to also do our listening song before we read our story. I know you guys remember it. Your moms and dads might not know it. So we're going to sing that before we do our story, okay? So you guys ready? Okay, here we go. Eyes are watching, ears are listening, voices quiet, bodies calm. This is how we listen, this is how we listen at story time, at story time. I'm sure you guys remember that. Okay, so now we're going to read this week another Elephant and Piggie book, okay? And this one is called A Big Guy Took My Ball. How does he look like he's feeling on the front? He looks like maybe he's sad or angry. Let's see what happens. A big guy took my ball. Gerald! Looks like he might have scared him a little bit. I found a big ball, and it was so fun. And then a big guy came, and he took my ball! And he looks like he's sad, right? Somebody took his ball. I am so upset. Look, his heart is broken. He's very sad. That is not good. That is not right. What do you think they might do? Let's see what they're going to do. Big guys have all the fun. What about us little guys? Are elephants little? No, they're not, are they? What makes those big guys think they're so big? Their size? Well, I am big too. I will get your ball from that big guy. My hero. Here I go. Let's see how big this big guy really is. Think he's gonna be really big? He's huge. Look how tiny he looks. And elephants are pretty big. Do you think he's going to take the ball away from him? Let's see. Did you get my ball back? That is a big guy. You didn't say how big he was. He is very big. He is bigger than I am. Much bigger. Do you think he got the ball? I don't know. I am smaller than he is. Much, much smaller. He is so biggy, big. Gerald, you did not get my ball back, did you? I did not. Excuse me. Who do you think it is? Thank you for finding my little ball. So whose ball was it? Was it his ball? No, he found it. It belonged to the whale. Is that your ball? And you think it is little? Well, I am big. So big that nobody will play with me. Everybody's afraid of him. How do you think that makes him feel? Probably kind of sad, right? Little guys have all the fun. What do you think they could do? He wants to play with the ball, but it's his ball. What could they do? Big guy, would you like to play whale ball with us? What is whale ball? Well, we do not know. We haven't made it up yet. So what did they decide to do? They made up a game so that everybody could use the ball, right? With a little help, we can all have big fun. The end. So at the end of the book, they decided that they should share the ball, right? Piggy thought it was his ball, so he was angry and he wanted him to go take it away from him. But at the end, they decided to share it because it wasn't his ball, so he had to share. Okay, guys. Now, we're going to look at a picture and we're going to talk about it, okay? You guys see this picture? Now, we're talking about solving problems, right? In the book, they only had one ball and they both wanted it, and at the end, they decided to share. So the problem was that they had the ball and they both wanted to use it. And the solution they came up with was that they came up with a game that everybody could play and they shared the ball. Okay, so now here's Riley and LaDonna. You guys see that they're having a problem? What do you see happening in the picture that tells you that they're having a problem? You're right. She's pulling the coat away from her. So it looks like they both want to use it. See, she has the firefighter hat and she has the boots. So they both want the coat. So what can she do? What do you think they could do to solve the problem? Let's think about it for a second. What could they do? First, how do you guys think they're both feeling? They both look like they're what? Maybe angry? Do you guys remember what we talked about before a long time ago? One thing that you could do if you are angry, remember? You could stop what you're doing, right? You're going to stop what you're doing and you're going to count, remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then what did we do? We took a deep breath in. And we blow it out. Remember, we said if we were super angry, maybe you need to take another breath, right? You breathe in. And you breathe out. So maybe they could do that to start because they need to figure out what they can do so that they can both use the coat, right? So now let's look on the other side. And let's see. What do you think they could do? What does it look like they decided? What are they doing? Looks like they're both sitting down and they're talking about it. What do you think they're talking about? What do you think? What could they do? You're right. Maybe they could share it or they could take turns, right? Kind of like they did in the book. They ended up sharing the ball, right? So it looks like they're sharing. They're going to share the coat. Maybe they're going to share the hat. You guys share things. Maybe if you have a brother or sister at home, or even you could share things with mom and dad, right? Okay, so I want you guys to practice this week, okay? If you're playing at home with your brother, your sister, or your mom or your dad, and you both want the same thing, remember to sit down and figure out the problem and then figure out what would be the best way. What's the best solution? So in this picture, again, they decided to share, okay? So I want you guys to practice that. And then one more time, we're going to practice this because I know we did this a lot and you guys really like this. So when you're angry, remember, the first thing you should do is stop what you're doing. If you see that you're getting angry, you stop. We're going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, you put your hand here. Take a deep breath in. And you're blowing the angry out, remember? Okay, guys. Okay, so that was it for today. So remember, you need to practice. When you have a problem, think of things that you can do that would be safe, okay? Remember to take turns with your brothers and sisters and share your toys or even with mom and dad, okay? And next week I'll be back again and we'll do another story and we'll talk about another card, okay, guys? Have a good week and I'll see you next week. Bye.